Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hello, this is Anjali. Hi.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Shiva. Something somewhere within a star. The first kiss of sunlight. New bottle. Gives up its fragrance, its beauty, its life, in complete surrender. It lets go into the unknown. Welcome to the infinite dance. Welcome home to the unknown. Where is my life? Where is myself? Where can I go now? Where I am now. Your kiss has removed me, and now I am nothing. All that remains is you. Behind all who is he watching all this? Behind whose eyes what is looking? Look deeply into the mirror of your own soul. What do you see? This is your groove. What do you see? This is your groove. See and you are free.
Namaste everyone. A very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai. Welcome, welcome. If you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions is to unmute your mic and to speak when you sense it is appropriate. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions over there and we will look at them. Some noise. Oftentimes I say that if you want to see God pretending to be a person, then believe your next thought. This is the way in which God is pretending to play this game. Just like children play the game of doctor, doctor, God is playing the game of person, person. And God is completely safe in this game. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can happen to God. But for the person, it can seem like there is some action, there is some adventure, there's some danger, there's some sorrow, there's some joy, there's bondage, there's liberation. So no matter what happens in this life, you remain unthreatened, unhurt, and you are not even suffering. It is just a pretense of suffering. And sometimes it might feel like an attack when I say that, because we value our emotions, we value our thoughts, basically because we value our identity. But you are nothing here, nothing. Nothing is being experienced personally. Nothing is a personal experience. This is not to say that experiences are not arising. It is only to say that there is no personal experiencer. It is the one being which is the experiencer of all of this. So if we don't add it to our story, if we don't say, why did this happen to me? When will it stop? Where am I going from here? When will I be free from this? All is our habit of storification. And what are we saying? I see there is no person here. I see no person is here. But I'm not sure whether this will stay tomorrow or not. Who's speaking that then? If there is no person here. Many times what we actually mean is that I personally have discovered that there is no person here. Because it's habit to give everything personal attributes. Who is concerned about the past? Who is concerned about the future? Who is concerned about this body and the energies that are experienced in this body? Who is concerned about these thoughts? It is only the nobody, the imagined one. Like Suchitra said the other day that Bhagwan said, there never has been an ego. He said, there never has been an ego. And when we say that I only see the ego, what is it that we mean? Is it not just another label for nothing? Who can actually see the ego? Who can actually see the person? Can see the body is appearing, but the body is not the ego. We can see the pretense, maybe we can say like that. We can see God pretending to be person. This we will continue to be able to spot. But truly nobody has ever seen this ego because it doesn't exist. And it's a beautiful divine mystery as to how that which never existed can seem so real, can seem so tangible. The separate I. Can we say that I will never seriously believe myself to be this one that I cannot see? Or are we willing to go along with the presumption of this, the presumed I? Observe where we are using the label I. Are we using it for that which is here now? Or are we using it for something which is just a figment of our imagination? Dogen says, please talk about how do you know we will come to true and absolute realization, please. How do you know we will come to true and absolute realization? Because this is true, and it is taking a lot of effort to pretend to be the false. And it is seen in this world that this effort you will give up on. It is impossible that you will not tire of this false. Nobody can say exactly when it will happen, or even whether it will happen in this lifetime or next lifetime or a million lifetime later. But the false cannot last. And don't get disheartened when I say million lifetime later. Because a million lifetimes is nothing for you. For that which is infinite and timeless, it's nothing at all. Aparna says no more million time. Yeah. If you're done with the play, then you're done with the play. Then you don't pick up your next thought. Then over. Jogan says if it won't happen in this lifetime, then all feel like doom in capital. Dr. Doom.
This very small story about this lifetime
Yeah.
thing, that there are two rishis meditating under different trees, and Narada is passing by. So the first one says, please ask the Lord when I will be liberated. So, because he's on his way to Vaikuntha. Similarly, the other rishi also asks him. So when he comes back, so it is the first rishi, like you have 4 more lifetimes.
4 more lifetimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's extremely dejected. He says, I simply cannot keep this up, and he starts weeping.
Yeah.
Then he comes to the next one and he says, I'm sorry, I have very bad news for you. He's meditating under a tamarind tree. So he says, as many leaves as there are on this, those many lifetimes later, you will be liberated. That person, he starts dancing. He says, I know, but then finally I'm going to be liberated, isn't it? And then a wind blows at that time and
All the leaves
fall.
Just now, you are free. Are you okay with this? Now don't pick up anything else. If you want true and absolute realization, find out right now you are free. Free from all conditioning, past karma, lifetimes, ideas, free in this moment. Don't pick up any idea of freedom also now. No thoughts, no concepts about anything. They can come and go. You are free, it does not matter to you. Are you going to make the choice to pretend again now? And if you make the choice to pretend again now, please say, I am continuing to because I want to. Because after all the pointings, all the sharings which have happened here, we truly don't have an excuse now. So either we say, in this moment right now, I am free. And I'm not concerned about past or future. And when we do decide to pick up something, we say, yes, I still wanted to play with this concept, still, I'm not done. Nothing is forcing you to pick up belief in a thought which is passing. Just like a cloud is passing. And we are saying, oh, there's a secret message in this for me, in this cloud. What is it telling me about my life? The thoughts are passing like this. It's only that we have believed that they mean something, that we have persisted. And even this excuse we don't have now. Because if something still pushes our buttons, if a certain shape of the cloud still feels relevant to us, we can pull it into our inquiry and say, who is this? Which identity is touched by this energy form? Is it real? Does it exist? But you already see that no person exists. So how can there be identity? Moderator is given up. He's also giving Amba some money to moderate. Pass to the computer and some money. Is it not the end of suffering if we don't believe our next thought? And if it is not, somebody please tell me how it is not. Is it not? It's not.
Do we need this million lifetimes?
It's causing trouble.
Why go in that direction?
Because it's your
Don't leave
choice.
the thought in free.
It's good. A lifetime is just like one thought. We choose to believe more and more, and a million will go by, we won't realize it. It's not meant to dishearten you. It's only meant to tell you that as consciousness, you have unlimited potential to experience more and more and to play this person. And nothing can stop God from playing this game of personhood. And God Himself is now withdrawing the belief. And in this withdrawing of the belief, does it matter if it is one lifetime or a million lifetimes? Imagine that the end of all experiencing comes. And you say, let's experience life in some other realm, just to get the taste of it. Nothing can stop you from that. But what can stop is the suffering from this egoic identity. Who can suffer without believing the thought? And what can force your belief? And see this for yourself. Don't believe some idea about this. Because when I say end of suffering is the not believing of your next thought, then an idea can come, but it can't be that simple, and you believed it already.
Can I come up, Trevor? Yeah. I cannot find right words. The only thing what is really true is that I'm just here. I'm just here. And it's just everything. I mean, it's just. And I'm so touched by it. Actually, before I came up, something was totally terrified here. Totally terrified. And it's okay to be totally terrified, no? Because this is not what is here, is just not terrified at all. And it was in a second, just a switch happening in a very second when I was open to inquire that what this terrified something. In that very moment, I just came back to what I always am. This is just. There's so much identification here, yeah, really a lot. But this is, it doesn't matter at all to be identified. It doesn't matter at all. It's just, oh my God, this is such.
Shall we play a game today? Let's play one game today where
Yes.
everything we speak about I phenomenally, let us replace I with consciousness. Speak anything about the I phenomenally, let's replace I with consciousness. Because consciousness is the phenomenal player. Phenomenal doer and the phenomenal experiencer, only consciousness, isn't it? This we have seen already.
Yes.
All of us have seen already. So instead of saying I, because I is a label which can be confusing, so whenever we say phenomenal, then we say consciousness instead of I.
Consciousness has nothing to say.
And consciousness is having no trouble with identification.
No.
Consciousness was experiencing being terrified, and terrified means nothing for consciousness.
Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Is there any other I here? Is there any other I here?
Right now, no.
Is it possible in the future that some other I can come? Can be consciousness and I. Can it be?
There is no other I.
There's no other.
It's just.
Then the only other I is the absolute I, which can say, I am aware of consciousness also.
Yes.
Therefore, everything phenomenal, it Must be consciousness, isn't it?
Yes.
Today, anyone who comes up and speaks about any phenomena, instead of I, we say consciousness.
Actually, it's totally empty. It's totally empty. And just it's so beautiful. I'm totally in love. Consciousness is playing, being terrified. Wow, this is so great.
This is very good. This is very good. So if we are going to use a label, let's use an accurate, specific label. And unless we can find some other I here besides this being, besides consciousness, let's not use it.
I don't know if I understood that, what you said, which I can only see is consciousness. So,
Yeah. So consciousness doesn't know whether consciousness understood that.
yes. This I understood. Yeah, consciousness, okay, playing around. Consciousness really gets confused with all these eyes sometimes.
Yes, consciousness is pretending to be confused with all of this.
No, just sometimes to follow, to follow words is just seems to be difficult because it's not really interested in so many words. So and then just close down. So I just want to stay here. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Aparna says she wants to come up to clarify something I said. You can come, my dear.
Namaste, Father.
You know.
It's just that the first thing I'll ask the one which I written there, it's like giving the meaning to the thought. Like if some thought comes,
Yeah.
the meaning automatically comes along with that. Like it feels like that, isn't it? Like, or it, how does it work? Like the thought is there, only the attention goes there, it gets meaning.
Yeah.
Otherwise even if the attention doesn't go, then we don't even know that it's there, right?
The meaning, as it is referred to here, it implies the relevance, that we make it relevant. So what you're saying is that the thought, the energy of the thought and the meaning is automatically implied, yes. But to say that it is relevant here is to give it meaning, to make it meaningful. implies
Okay,
that
so
it applies.
okay, it's applicable to me, something like that.
Applicable, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And when you say that consciousness is the one who are an experiencer, like for
Yes.
example, what you said is terrified.
Yes.
That concept doesn't. It's not concept, but it doesn't make sense. Like consciousness as space. How can it experience? And that somewhere there's a gap, Father. I can't understand. You understand what I'm asking, Father?
Yes. So there are two parts to what you're asking. First is, who is the doer and experiencer? So then, who is it that is here? What are the options? Who could be the doer and experiencer?
As you said, it's God, consciousness,
Yes. Or
or no one else, Father. If I say person, that's the stupid thing ever.
yes. So then, if there's only God, then who must be the doer and experiencer?
It's God, but how God experience that? Because it's a space, right? If consciousness is space, let's say consciousness, it's
Yes.
space. It's not even seen. This body is there. Body is see. Let's say like I've got a pain in my knee.
Yes.
I'm aware of the pain only when I'm awake. When I'm asleep, it doesn't there. It's not there. Okay, but when I'm even when I'm awake, only when attention goes, it will be there. Otherwise, it won't be there, right?
Yes.
So, so, so that's it. Makes sense. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. I'm trying to fill up the gap.
It's
So
good.
I can see today what it is, because there is a longing to clearly see. So this mind is not, or this mind doesn't trouble me, or something like that. I want to see it further.
Yes. So when I say, can you stop being, this presence is experienced or not?
Yes.
Now this presence, don't make any visual out of it.
Yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
And you
Very
find
simple.
that this being itself, all experiencing is reporting to this being. It's being felt in this being. All experience is experienced in being.
Okay.
This is seen directly.
Yeah.
This is seen directly. So then when we see that there is infinite space in being, it is saying that can we find the boundaries of this being?
No.
All the sensations of body boundary is also experienced in this being. So we cannot find the boundaries of this being. That is why we say it is like the infinite space.
Okay. Let me say from here.
Yes.
I can see that I can't stop being. The
Yes.
presence is here.
Yes.
But it's not like how I see my hand, It's very subtle.
Yes.
It's only, it's or like a sense, that's all. It's not even felt actually. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's clear that it is here.
It
Even
is
though
here.
it's
Yes.
experienced as atoms or molecules in phenomena, it is still clear that this presence is here.
Yes, it is
And
here.
only when this presence is here does any other experience happen, like you yourself said. The pain in the knee is not experienced without the presence. Therefore, for phenomenal experiencing to happen, this being is required. This being is the experiencer of all phenomenal experiencing.
No, but this being is not limited to body, isn't it, Father?
Not limited to body, of course not. That's why we said that the body also is experienced inside being.
So the pain, what I'm telling you now, is not limited to knee. I mean, to say it's like knee, as in, what I'm trying to say is, the pain sensation,
Yeah.
I'm labeling it as knee. Is that
Yeah.
something, right?
Yes, we are attaching it to the body.
Okay.
Just like when we have a strong dream in which there is strong pain in the leg or something like this, and even after immediately waking up, we still sense that there's some residual pain felt, like in the leg. See? So was it in that body or this body? No body actually.
So there's no exact location where the experiences happen,
Yeah.
right? It's just happening. That's it. Just like these experiences happening the same way, the thoughts are also coming, energy is also coming, emotions also coming, feelings, everything is coming just like this.
Even the location of the experience, unless you define it with the reference point of the experiencer, then how will you say this is the location?
But the coordinates of the body are fixed, isn't it?
In relation to what? To say that a coordinate of something is fixed, it needs a base or the central point, isn't it? What's a zero?
The zero is that which has no.
Yeah, so if that
has
zero
no
has no
origin.
location, then truly we cannot say that this is even the units of measurement make no sense.
No, but like say you have a pain in the leg and I can't take the medicine for that. So and there is no way I can say like that's my body and this.
Yes, because you're presuming now that there are two separate beings here. That's why the dream. Okay, somebody was complaining about the sound. So let's see if this works better. So that's why the dream state is a very good way to look at these things. Now, you had a dream in which this Ananta appeared, and Ananta said he has a pain in the knee. What is the location of that pain in the knee? You see, so many will say my dreams are inside my head. So if they're inside my head, then I should be able to find inside the head the location of an Ananta and the pain in his knee. Is it possible like that? So what we are talking about is that which is projecting time and space itself. Then how can we truly define in relation to the truth when we speak? We can define in phenomenal terms, of course. We can measure like this, it's fine. But when we are speaking of reality, if the reference point itself is beyond time and space and it is the projector of time and space, then there is no connective way to be able to say this is the distance. Between two phenomena, we can say yes, okay. But that which is the prime phenomena or non-phenomenal, which is projecting even time and space, how can we measure any distance from that?
Because the tools themselves take birth after.
Exactly. Not just the tools. Yes, I mean, if you mean by time and space as the tools, yes.
And for the
The tools of measurement are even after that.
Father. So, sorry, can I?
Yes, yes.
So all these experiences when it happens, um, so this, so when all these energies come up, so it's the mind which comes and tells it it's my pain and oh, it's knee pain and all labeling thing happens because of the mind.
Yes, and it's not just the labeling of the mind like this, it also paints a visualization for you. Even when eyes are closed, when the sensations are being experienced, it automatically, we're used to drawing a boundary for ourselves using the body, isn't it? So it can be
Yes.
experienced like a subtle boundary that we have in the body.
So consciousness as space has nothing to do with any of these things. So it will create the pain and it will experience the pain.
Yes. It's just like we put on a virtual reality kit, and then in the virtual reality kit, then in the show there's an earthquake, but actually just the helmet is moving or something like that. Really. So it's experienced as if the earth is moving. Why? Because we are visualizing that there is an earth outside there. But the sensation of movement has been created. It makes us believe that there is something tangible out there which is actually happening. But we don't have to force ourselves to understand any of this.
Yeah.
Let these be just the insights which come to you. If they want to come to you, it's fine. Because these are not prerequisites. The prerequisite is only the discovery that there is no person here.
Okay. I don't know. Because the
So
reason.
I'm saying it's good to contemplate these things. I'm not saying don't contemplate them, but don't make it burdensome. If it's playful and you're just looking playfully, it also seems very simple to grasp. But if it seems like burdensome, then leave it aside for some time. It will become simpler. All these insights will become clearer and clearer.
Because the mind kept coming, right? It keeps coming. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it doesn't matter. So when it comes, when it's identification or when the, as I said, the relevance comes, that's when it feels, oh, why, like those things and all, like, oh my God, I don't want this again, something like that. So I've read somewhere, or I don't know, but when you see that you are this space, because sometimes I can't even feel that I'm the witness. It's like the presence is witnessing. I had this question last whole week, and I was getting the answers through satsangs and all the other YouTubes and all those things. So finally, it's like this being is itself, as space is itself is a witness, right? So it's phenomenal witnessing, not the awareness. That's
Exactly.
the difference, right? That's the difference.
And
Okay, that,
this is a key difference because many forget about this, and
yeah.
then it becomes confusing to them whether it is being which is aware or which is awareness which is being. It is very confusing like that because what they are referring to as awareness is the phenomenal perceiving, the aspect of this realm for this phenomenal experiencing to be possible. And all of this is experienced by being. There is that which is aware of being, that is aware of non-being. In deep sleep, there is no being, and yet it is aware that there is nothing here. And then in the waking state, there is this being that wakes up. Along with that, all the phenomenal perceiving comes. And there is a knowing that awareness of phenomenal perceiving is still there. So I know that the looking at the computer is happening. I am aware of this.
Because when you put your attention to the I am, like when you're sitting and you're putting your attention to I am, the witness, the present, automatically the awareness is there. It's not something you have to do, right? Because your your attention is on I am, and you know that the attention is there.
Yeah.
So this present is here. So you're looking at the present as in like the attention, and you're automatically aware that this is. So it's not something separate or something like or something you have to do or something. It's just automatic.
Exactly. In fact, it's more than automatic that you cannot
More
turn
than,
it,
yeah.
you cannot turn it off. Automatic would mean that it comes on its own. Here, awareness is something which cannot go off.
Exactly. So even if you put your attention on the present, that's more than because you're automatically aware of everything. So yeah, okay. Because I was thinking that's a separate thing. I have to being aware of. No, what is that? Are you aware now? So awareness, aware of itself. This is like a complicated thing. When you're doing this, it's just flows. It's just in place already. Everything. So there's nothing you have to do or something like that. Just that the attention has to be there. So I was contemplating, not contemplating, but I was. This question was there in the heart. How is because I was ignoring the witness, the presence. I was directly going to the awareness, but you feel it when you're ignoring this. So probably that was my attention. That thing came up and like that I'm ignoring this. So it kept coming back to me saying, why, what is this consciousness? Even though I knew it, it felt like as if I don't know anything. So this was a good contemplation part. Thank you.
It's very good to contemplate these things. And I very much enjoy these kind of contemplations. And some of you actually will say, was it Priya last time? Was saying that for me, just sort of bypass this whole I am thing and went straight to the awareness, isn't it? Even that can happen. For many, it can just be that awareness in itself is so complete and whole that there doesn't seem any inclination or something to explore, because it is seen that everything then, even being, must be made up of only this awareness. You see? So it can be like that. It can be that some are just in the presence for many, many, many years with no interest in what is aware of presence. And just this presence is enough. And for some, it can be sometimes just marinating in the presence, sometimes just awareness. There is no benchmark or something that you're more free or less free because of this or that. As long as you're not believing that which is false, then you're not deluded. Stefan says, Namaste, do I experience death the same like deep sleep? Yes. In pure awareness, there is no time existing. How do I know that there has been nothing in deep sleep? In pure awareness, there is no time existing. How do I know there has been nothing? Yes, we say that I went to sleep and there was nothing. Even time, even space. It is your direct experience. Who knows the sleep state? If we did not know this, we would just say that there is waking state and something strange happens once every day in the waking state, where it goes from just this dark outside to this suddenly light outside. Do not say I went to sleep and then I woke up. Is it too crazy, this example? Is it true? We know that there is something called sleep. How do we know this? Because we know, we experience it directly. Awareness is aware that there is a state where even being does not exist. Yeah.
You know the way someone asked you there what happened to you, and you said yeah, it's just the same. But actually, do you really know that? Because you say that you only speak from what you see, so you haven't died to know what you mean. Because people ask me that sometimes, and I say I don't know what happened.
Okay, I don't know. So you know, maybe not.
Yes, it's the way that we look at the question, isn't it? So I know that this body dies when I am in deep sleep. And I know that another body can take shape, which I call a dream. Many bodies can come. So when you look at it like that, then you can say it is the death of this body. But when it is looked at in the sense that this, when we speak of the adventures of this body and eventually it coming to an end like that, yes, you can say that. No, I don't. We've not experienced that directly. Then Stefan says, person for me is the thought that is believed and then moves the body. Yeah? Thought that is believed and then it moves the body. How? Thought in itself has no power to move anything. It is the consciousness itself which is projecting this movement. And if you look at it from that perspective, then the belief and not belief, all of that, and the movement and not movement is all a projection of consciousness. Also, many times we believe thoughts and do the exact opposite. You say, when I meet him next time or meet her next time, I'm just going to say this and say that. And then when that one appears in front, something else is coming out of the mouth and we're just watching. Stefan says, Ananta, please throw a big bone in front of my mind so that it has something to bite for a long time. Still, there is a belief that there is a body-mind memory in deep sleep only. That there is the belief that there is the body-mind memory in deep sleep. This cannot be our experience, isn't it? There is no memory functioning in deep sleep, unless there's a typo over there. But when you say this big bone in front of my mind, this is the whole purpose of having a mantra. You see? Because the mind is so used to, we are so used to the mind going here, there, and us believing all of that. So many masters, they prescribe that you take this mantra and you just let the mind chew on this. So we can say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Like this, like the Hare Krishnas, the ISKCON, they just chanting all the time. The mind is only doing this. So here, for me to prescribe, it seems like I give you all this effort and homework. You're not needed. Just don't believe your next thought. But for some, yes, there have been very few who've come in the past who said, not able to understand this, not able to inquire also, not able to inquire, then not able to meditate. What should I do? And then I might say that, okay, for a while you just take on this mantra and you just chant. You see, but for all of you that are here, I don't feel I have to prescribe this. I feel very simply your naturalness is clear. Just in this simple pointing, don't believe your next thought, and if something seems to be getting your belief again and again, then you pull it into your inquiry and say, which identity is this thought speaking to? What is it referring to me as? Does it exist? Okay, some question from Shanti also. She says, Father, beloved Guruji, Pranam. Some aspect of this consciousness is aware of its contracted state, as seems like it wants to be separated from some energies. Yes. It speaks very subtly. Sometimes words are seen, and other times words are seen, other times it there help this dissolve. Maybe you can retype that. Palak says, but Father, sleep and waking are also labels that we have labeled. Yes. Yes. Being and not being, appearance and no appearance, all of these are just labels that are used in this realm for this form of communication. So for Shantiji, I just want to say one thing, which is that it is consciousness which is playing this entire thing. But in our direct experience, do we feel that consciousness is truly constricted in some way? The sense of constriction also is felt within the space of consciousness. It tries to define some boundary for you, but truly even the defined, imagined boundary is inside the space of consciousness, isn't it? So that which feels that I am constricted is still not consciousness. It is still the mind. Consciousness playing as the mind. It's like God became tired of being surrounded only by the truths. So I had to make one liar in the mix, which is the mind. Which is just coming up with some stories and ideas.
May I speak?
Yes, my dear, you can come.
Namaste.
Okay. So instead of I, we are saying consciousness.
Yeah. Yeah, consciousness is beautiful. It's lovely. And how do I say the other side? The energies. Energies.
Yes, you can say consciousness is experiencing some energy.
Yes, consciousness is seeing some energies.
Yes.
Which is like in very subtle way it tries to speak inside, like a something very it wants to keep on communicating either in a fear mode or in some kind of a story mode or some events of past.
Yeah.
But it's also seen, and when it's picked up and then it clears up, because it's like it has no ground to play with now, because it's seen that there is nothing, it's not there. There is no true space there, or there is nothing, it's nothing. It's like it's but it comes into like a yeah, as I said, contracted state. That's what I'm sorry about my English, and like when I'm in this place, I don't know how to put it in correct words or right. It doesn't come. I'm really sorry about this, but I know what I'm.
Yes. So this sense of contraction is also experienced by consciousness, isn't it?
Yes, very clear.
It's experienced by consciousness. Is consciousness, without using the mind, complaining about it or suffering from it?
No, it seems like it's something is sitting in between it, or it's on either sides. But it's something like it wants to be freed from this energy, so it's like a free flow moving. Sometimes it gets free flow moving, then I feel like from consciousness I feel I'm free. I'm not free, but I feel I'm more relaxed in atmosphere, like calmness and funny and jovial humor.
So is
But when this stays in the middle, then it seems like there is something blocking, but it could be something like
okay, just
this energy is picking up to be in the middle of consciousness or appearing as a something. I do not know how to express it.
this consciousness. Is there a sense that there is a I which knows that consciousness wants to be free?
Well, honestly speaking, with these two eyes, I get very confused. I don't get to pick these eyes.
Exactly. Exactly. So when you say that I feel that consciousness wants to be free, this I is who?
Okay, this eye is probably where I'm speaking from, where how I'm expressing it, maybe from the both. But if I don't use this, then nothing I have to speak.
Yes, but it is possible also to say, okay, consciousness is experiencing these energies which are felt like contractions,
Exactly, yes.
and consciousness is not reporting anything about it. It is not even concerned about it.
Yes, true.
So the I which is concerned about it actually does not exist.
Yes. But that's the eye is pushing that it wants this to be freed from. I don't know why and how.
Pushing the idea that it needs to be fixed. It's using the energy which is experienced
Yes.
suddenly push the idea that this needs to be fixed.
Yes. Or to be cleared up, or to be dissolved into awareness.
So don't buy this idea.
Mm.
Consciousness is experiencing contraction. Let's stay in that together. What is happening to consciousness in this?
Then consciousness doesn't stay here. It seems it's out of the head and out in the sky and in the universe, everywhere, instead of here.
Yes, because consciousness actually is not here in the way that we say here spatially. It is never here. It is that in which this time and space appears. So we cannot truly locate consciousness, although it can seem to be emanating from the heart region or something like that, we can say. But truly, it's not here, it's not here in the body.
Mm. Yes. But when this space is this energy is experienced, then it seems like it's not free out in the universe either. It's somehow trapped here
Is this
with
directly
this
what you're
energy.
seeing? Is this directly what you're seeing? Or you're going with some interpretation of the mind?
No, I'm experiencing this like time to time when there is no energies here, then there's a vastness, openness. In this vastness, there is no end.
Okay.
And
So energy is here now. The energy is here now.
which is like a congested thing, yeah.
So the energy,
Sometimes this appears, or sometimes there's a subtle voice keeps talking.
yes.
Just either something to be fear of, or something to be talking a story or bring a past somewhere, or some kind of stories or events. But then when that somehow, probably through inquiry or through sometimes mantra, staying on one focus, it stops, and then there is vastness open. So this play is going on with me for a little while, and there's a vastness of awareness where there is no locations, there's no end to it. Sometimes it experiences here in the heart, or sometimes out in the universe. So this two play, I know that is probably true, this is not.
Okay, so let's check right now that this congested energy, contracted energy, is it happening inside a limited space, or is it happening in the same vast infinite space of consciousness? What do you see?
Well, this is from the self. It is from the congested. From the.
Yes, the congestion is experienced.
Yeah, it's not a finite. It's just in this space only, in just this small.
Yeah, the congestion is in
limited. Yeah, it's in a limited space.
And this limited space is inside what?
Well, it seems like it's inside this body, and this body where the heart is,
Yes,
and
yes.
chest is, and the gut is.
Yes. And this body sensations are experienced inside what?
Oh. It's like what it sees, it's in it.
So the sensations of the body are experienced, isn't it?
Yes.
Some sensations from the hands, the legs, the head, all these are experienced.
Yeah.
And the congestion is experienced inside this, seemingly from within this same set of sensations, inside that. Now, when we're looking outside this, where are the sensations of the body boundaries also experienced? And what do we find?
I mean, it's like all the other parts of the body is experienced, but there is like a same flow of awareness inside the body, outside. There is like nothingness. But when it's experienced around this heart area, it's like it's not the same. That's how I can differentiate and express it.
Yeah.
So in this place, it sees or feels or it identifies there's some stiffness of energy.
Yes. Inside this space, it seems like this contraction is happening. But contraction is happening inside this space. I know that it can feel like it is happening inside the space of the body. But then you must check what is there outside the space of this body. In that space we are checking where the sensations of the body are also experienced. In that space we are checking whether this is the only space that there is, the sensations of the body, or is there more space which is unconcerned even by the sensations of the body. Or is the being limited just by the boundaries of the body? Is this our direct experience? Or isn't it the body?
Awareness is all over the place, all I can sense it. But when it comes to this place where it's this congested energy, it seems very tight. It feels like, yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah, it seems a bit a stronger sensation there.
Yes, the stronger sensation is there. We are not, for 1 minute, we are not trying to get rid of the sensation. We are not doing anything about it. We're just seeing that where it is pulsating, this sensation, that does not run out of space. That is actually where it is pulsating, this sensation, that is unconcerned about this sensation pulsating also. It is not even resisting the sensation.
Yeah, it's not resisting, but it's showing up. Showing up, meaning that both seems one as, or something wants to separate from each other. But it's not causing any harm, or not, yeah, not like it used to be before experiences.
Because now it is remaining as just this sensation, which in itself is nothing unless we are believing something about it. It can be experienced as some contraction or something like this. But the being which is experiencing this, the consciousness which is experiencing this, does not have any trouble with it.
Yeah, it seems like.
So the idea that consciousness wants to be free from this is just an idea from the mind. Because consciousness is the projector. So it is experiencing this by its own will. Nothing happens without God's will.
Yeah.
It's only the mind which comes and says that this should not be happening. Why is it happening? When is it going to stop?
Yeah, it seems like, yeah. And that's when it picks up this like yeah. And that's where probably I get not I the yeah get picked with the mind. And as it plays sometimes this energy and sometimes it plays with like subtle thoughts.
Yes.
And keep running. It keeps on running whatever it wants to pick it up. And it comes with so many different stories. Oh my God. But then sometimes I give it a while to settle itself. Sometimes I don't know what it's talking, but there's like a if you close a fist, something inside, you can know it, it's there, but it's not showing up. I've sat down to inquiry this and I don't get to its clearing.
All that is here is consciousness. Don't pick up any idea of any other I.
It's more probably identified with the body. It's like something is sitting there in an energy form, and it keeps on burping out when
You allow it to be released when it feels like getting released. In whatever way it wants to be released, it's fine. Okay, my dear. We look at this again soon. There's a bit of a queue.
yes. Sorry, Father. Really sorry. I forgot about it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll keep praying for this. Yeah.
Yeah, look at some questions in a while. First, Radha wants to come.
Just have to bring myself up. The mind, it's always the mind, right?
Only,
Not the
yes,
problem. It just cannot accept that there's nothing to do.
yes.
You know, like.
And you don't bother about its acceptance.
Actually, that's where the problem is. Every single time you say that you want to play accept it, and something this has been going on for weeks, and can we look at this really closely, because this, I see that the mind gets so frustrated. It's just like so active, right? And then it says, "But I still want to play," and I don't.
Mind says that.
Yes. So.
And you said, let's look at it together. So let's slow it down. What is the trump card thought right now?
There's no trump card.
You say that it is not accepting that there is nothing to be done. What are the symptoms of this? Okay, so we said the mind is not accepting that nothing needs to be done. So what does it say? It says it cannot be just like this or something. It must be.
I'll just give you an example.
Yes.
Like, say during the day, the mind comes and it's believed, and something is spoken in that space, and then it just bounces up. Like, see, you still believe the mind, so you still want to play, and then the whole game starts. Like, and
So
then it says like we still play, and then the whole thing, and then I believe
so
it.
what has happened
Like,
is that the thorn which was being used to remove the prior thorn is now become the thorn itself, which needs to be removed. So then what I mean is forget about this, I still want to play or not play. Forget that you heard the word play from me.
it's like I'm just going to tell everything
Yeah,
that's coming
yeah.
now. It's like so the seeker identity just cannot take it anymore. Like, it's like beingness was clear, and somehow it's getting clearer that it's all nothing. Like, even this search is nothing. It was all created for a play, and the mind cannot take this. It
Yes.
just is like so, and then something in the meanwhile something gets identified, and then
No.
I don't know
Okay,
what
so
I'm
that
saying,
part
Father. Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just putting it all out. Like,
The mind feels very threatened to see that nothing is really happening.
yeah,
Even the seeking was nothing.
nothing.
Even-
None of it is true.
None of it is
No.
any reality. And the mind will throw a tantrum, obviously.
Super duper.
Super duper tantrum. Okay. And then
And so I get a momentary relief that okay, I'm not that. But then again,
no, this momentary relief means what?
that momentarily. Momentarily.
So there is something which is relating the no mind state to be the freedom state. Or it is saying that this relief is where I'm supposed to be. And then the mind comes back.
The mind comes back is okay
Yes.
if I am able to keep a distance. But then I think I am identifying. So then I feel like I want to play. And I
Okay.
don't know if it's just a thought or if I really want to play.
Advaita has become cause of big suffering for you.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, let's be fresh.
Yes.
Forget you heard anything about anything at all.
It's all nothing.
This is
Super duper gay. It's playing to get me out of satsang. Really, like,
obviously.
it's like, no, I cannot do this anymore. Like, your life is a hell. And I think somewhere I start believing it. Like, it's so active that somewhere I just, like, something just gives in and, like, okay.
You're not really believing it, otherwise you would not be here.
I just have to be here,
Yeah.
I just have to be here. I know it.
Don't even create this, because mind will use this to fight you. I have to be in satsang. You are. Nothing has to be made like a resolution.
It's like even this thing that if it doesn't happen in this lifetime, like,
Yeah, this million lifetime thing was quite a...
no, at that moment it felt like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But then the whole point of why did I come to satsang, the search. I should just shut up because I don't know what I'm saying.
It's okay. Don't say I, say consciousness. Now let's hear.
Consciousness has nothing to say, really. It
Now why it became it?
yeah.
You see, this is the trick of the mind. That there's a me and there is consciousness. And when I say consciousness, oh, it has nothing to say. I have. Consciousness is not the it. Consciousness is the I. The mind is the it, which has always got lots to say. This is the upside down actually. Because they say, oh, consciousness being, it's nothing, you're just sitting quietly. But I.
Seriously.
As you're knowing your reality more and more, the mind is feeling like it doesn't know. It doesn't know anything. What's going on? All my knowledge, everything is gone. It's getting messed up.
It actually, like, something tries to pull from the past, and okay, it's only God playing. So it's using an insight from the past as a concept at this moment, because it seems so powerful, but it's not. I'm just putting myself out here. I don't know. I'm not going to speak because I feel like it's all nonsense.
It's okay. It's just what can happen is that sometimes when these thoughts are seemingly inside, they can seem to push some buttons. And then when they've been expressed outside like this in satsang, they feel like, what's this stuff? But inside seem like such a burden or confusion or cloud or something. And comes out, is really saying all of this?
There's a thought that says you just know your being.
But do you need that thought to know your being?
No, but it keeps, like, I feel like these thoughts there's so many of these thoughts.
Because it is using Advaita itself as an ego defense.
It's using so many of these concepts, like it like to imitate me, like, and it's hollow, it's so hollow, because, and I feel like I just use them, sometimes. I just use them, and then, Father, it's just
give up. I've said this to you before. Just give up. Don't get anywhere at all. You're with me, no? You need anything else? Then what is it about?
I don't know what it is about. I'm giving you all everything. Like, I don't even know. I'm giving you my thoughts. I don't know what. Just give me everything. I feel like this so much constriction of, like, it's okay.
Okay. Now let's change the game a little bit. Because what is happening with all of you is that you say, oh, as consciousness I have nothing to say. But as the fake I, the mind, I have lots to say. But just see. Just remain as being. And report directly from there. And it's okay, nothing comes, it's fine. But don't believe this idea also that consciousness has never anything to say. Because your intuitive voice is the voice of consciousness itself. Like, consciousness would be pretty lame if it could not use this mouth. It has to go through the mind to use this mouth.
There's a lot of thought activity.
Yes. So consciousness is experiencing that a lot of thoughts are coming and going.
It's all that the thoughts want to speak. It's
All that the thoughts want to speak.
all the
And
irritation.
I as consciousness, what is happening to I as consciousness? Is it perturbed by anything?
All the questions are questions of the thought. So it's like so frustrated. Like I'm actually, it's the thought itself that's giving it meaning because
What is frustrated? Consciousness is frustrated.
no,
The thought is a thought which is trying to push the frustration button. I was just saying yesterday that I finally watched the movie Inside Out. And inside that there's a console which all these emotions can actually push. It's not completely accurate, but it's fun to see. So what happens is that the mind is now trying to push the frustration button, but with our disbelief in the mind, we've cut off the console itself. So all these thoughts can try to push this button, that button. Nothing is happening.
so this question keeps popping up. Why am I not still disbelieving? Why?
So first start
This
by
one.
disbelieving this question that why am I still not? Because you
as
are.
being, it doesn't bother even if I believe or I don't believe.
Yeah.
So the botheration is the mind, and I see it clearly, but then it comes back after a few days again, the same thing. So there is like
Every now, you start from now. Because if you pick up the past and try to resolve the past, it's not possible.
the past is only the mind. It's just if I'm in the mind, then I feel that there's a past.
Yes, but from the now, can you say that why do I still do this or that? No. So what is happening now in Satsang is that as more and more to most of you it is becoming clear that this imagined I never can exist, no ego has ever existed. You're now settling into your own being. My master calls this the handing over of the power. What seemed to be This personal existence is now coming to this impersonal being. And many of you are experiencing this tantrum or the fight back from the mind, whatever. We can use very strong words about it, but actually it's nothing for you. Because the mind doesn't want to give up. It wants to be the center of your identity. But as you have been inquiring, you see that this I is fake. What exists here is this being. So although I might be saying it playfully, that when we say I, can we say instead consciousness, it is a reflection of the truth. And all of you already are discovering that there's this tendency when I say this to say, but consciousness is just, it is. So it is a sense of separation. That means that I and consciousness are separate. Instead, can we say I as consciousness have no complaints about anything? There is no other I, not phenomenally at least. All that we can speak about is as consciousness. So now, as the imagined I has been let go, is being let go of, the reality is dawning more and more clearly. And the mind will play all the tricks possible. It will play the tricks of Advaita itself, all the concepts of Satsang itself, to keep this idea of a personal identity alive. It will play guilt. It will say, Ananta says, don't believe your next thought. Why are you still believing? You who?
It plays guilt, like, you don't, like, you're not, like, you'll be the one to leave satsang. It just,
Yes.
you'll be the one to leave satsang, and where will you, like, all these games and something like believes, once in a, not even once in a while, I think it just believes, because that's why I've actually been suffering. I feel like there is suffering here.
Yes. But as it is getting clarified now, that it is using Advaita tricks to keep the pretense of the person alive. So instead of using a concept, even a satsang concept, stay with your direct seeing. What is here now? This consciousness is here. And always remember that just because I keep saying that it is so simple doesn't mean that I don't understand when you say that I'm struggling with this, because many years here also the seeming struggle has happened. So I can completely understand.
And with the beingness, at least there's like a phenomenal thing, and I see this coming very often with awareness. It's there's nothing phenomenal, so the mind wants to stay in the phenomenon. Then there's an immediate inquiry, like, who is this that says I want to stay? And it's seen, but it keeps coming up. It's like it just has to get clearer and clearer, and just, like, I don't know, like it just keeps coming up. Something wants to stay.
As long as you're not feeding the false identity, none of this will. Otherwise, you know that all of these concepts are now starting to feed the seeker identity. Even this is not required. And also throw away this idea that if something has to be spoken, it must be spoken from the mind. It is not true. Let your intuitive voice speak if it wants to, when it wants to.
One is sitting here judging everything.
Yeah.
It's in phases, Father. It's not like, it just.
Yes. For a while, we are enamored by the trickster itself. How can it be so sneaky? How can it be doing this? How can it be like that? And we can watch all these tendencies that the mind has. But even after a while, we tire of this also. It's like this. It has only one tool, which is the thought. There is only one tool of delusion. Only this one tool of delusion. All this seeming fight, all this Mahabharat, all of it. Even Mahabharat is metaphorical. This war with all the tendencies and all of this. It's just only one weapon for the dark side, which is thought.
Something just wants to say, like, you brought this urge, it's, there's nobody else. It's just that when I believe that I am taking care of it.
You're sitting, like Bhagwan's example, we keep modifying it. So you're sitting in the train, it is getting there. But in the train there's a chain. At least in Indian train there is a chain. You don't have internationally? Okay. Yes, because if you would try to stop them prematurely, they would crash. But here the trains move at a rate where in every compartment there's a chain that you can pull and actually stops the train. You're sitting in Bhagwan's train, but there is this chain. And this chain is to believe this thought, to believe the mind. So this is exactly what I mean. That you cannot have two gurus at the same time. Satguru and the mind guru. And every time we go with the mind guru, then the Satguru's train has to stop and wait for you. We are not trying to inspire any guilt. It's just an example. You should have nightmares about stopping the train. Why stopping this train? Guilt is a chain that stops the train.
He said that we have to be like passengers in the first class compartment,
Yes.
not any other.
Correct.
It's like you just go to sleep in the guard
Exactly.
when you're traveling in the station.
Yes, this is very good. He said, Bhagavan said that be like passengers in the first class compartment. So in first class compartment you get VIP treatment, and when your station comes, a guard will come and wake you. Sleep if you like, enjoy the view if you like. But don't say, why am I still going left when I'm supposed to go right? It's not your training. What's your points now? You accepted what, 4 of her jokes, right? Oh, this one she. Yeah.
Just make sure I'm here. I'm not just confused.
We have a. Yeah, we have your address.
I know where to find you.
Don't distract me. That much pressure I give you.
I have a training analogy.
Yes, ma'am.
Sometimes people ask me, sometimes people say, don't you think anymore? It's like, well, but sometimes it's just like a train going back, but it's in the distance. It's like a train rumbling, walking with accident sometimes.
Yeah, you hear it still.
You hear the train going by, but you're not on it. But you can stop the train.
Is the audio okay with this mic? Not very good. The questioner and me, or we're still evaluating whether to use this or to use the computer. Oh yes, Father, both good, okay. But Jayani was saying no. Nitya was full round, so I don't know. Can't hear the others still? Okay. We'll try to bring it closer to them. Okay, there was a question from Govil which I wanted to read. This is, that is what is happening here, Father. When presence is felt strong, mind is saying, oh, it's still not absolute truth. And when attention is complete, in isness, in awareness, mind says it is very dry. Okay. So, if you accept the word,
अभी भैन दी दीदी उधर आ जा अभी क्या बोला था
it isn't new. Okay, it's okay. So if I've never been to Mount Everest, and I say, you know, Govil, this is what Mount Everest looks like. You go here, you climb 1 kilometer, then take a left, then take a right. Will you trust me? I know, because it's me, you will trust me, but I'm saying generally, you will not trust one who's never been. Just like this, the mind can say, oh, this is not complete, this is not the truth, this is not awareness, all these things, but it does not know the truth itself. Then how can it have any credibility to speak about any of this? Very often I've said that the mind is the grandson and cannot testify to the birth of the grandfather. So first there is awareness, in awareness there is being, in being there all of these forms of consciousness are emerging. One of them is the mind, a minute energetic form. How can this testify to the truth of what you are? So now in this way, this fake teacher is losing credibility and we will not believe this voice anymore. It will just come and go. So let it say whatever it likes. Don't wait for it to stop speaking. You stop believing. Many of us wait for the mind to stop. But you can stop believing right now. When Maria said, Father, it would be good to use often a mantra to maybe just concentrate in the heart and feel the silence. Feeling more and more need for space and silence. You stay with the simplicity, my dear, where you're not believing your next thought. And after some time also, if it feels like it's very loud, the peace is not coming, identity is still strong, then we can look again and then. Because I know that many can get, just it can become another strong part of the identity. I'm a practitioner of japa. I'm a practitioner of mantra itself can become strong identity. Then you say, oh, this mantra Ananta recommended, but he's not so much into mantra and things, so let me go to another teacher who can recommend a really powerful mantra for me, because that will really work. And then it's another, and today I chanted only 1 hour. Yesterday it was so good because 4 hours I chanted. It can become this big drama, you see. So we don't have to go with any of that yet. Just stay with the simplicity of what is being pointed here. And after a while, if I feel that nothing seems to be unfolding, then I myself might come and say, why don't you meditate, or why don't you chant or something like this. It has never happened so far, but I might. Does it happen? Because I don't feel that the potential for this unfolding, which is so natural and so simple, is not there with any of you. Someone has posted a message for Atma saying that she is on the next flight. She's waiting for the next flight. Sometimes it happens that the sense of curiosity comes up here also. And say, what is there so much to speak about in satsang that you spoke and spoke? So I'll go to a recording and then I'll hear this is what was spoken. And so far, at least, I enjoy it. I must say, what is being spoken. I don't know how it sounds to you, but I feel one day if I put on a recording and I don't enjoy what is being shared, then it'll be time to shut up. Aparna says, yes, Papa, there was expectation that mind should stop, then I will be free. And it seems silly to wait, and this can go on forever, yes, if I wait. Sometimes I just want to just grab all of you and say, listen, just don't believe your next thought, okay? That's all. There's something somewhere. To be a special seeker. Some special discovery is going to happen one day for me, and I will become the enlightened one. Something. Yes. So Jugan says, ignoring the mind is hard. You know how, because you're new, I'll explain this again once. When satsang, the sharing of satsang started here, some of you know this, that I used to just say, let go of your next thought. And that's the end of suffering. You know? Let's just say, let go of your next thought, it is the end of suffering. But what happened in the let go instruction is that it was confused to be about attention. And it is fair to think of it as attention actually, because now when I look at it as let go, it seems like you have to ignore the mind. You have to withdraw your attention from the mind. That seems to be the instruction. And then he would come like this and say, but I try to ignore it and it's not happening. And I used to say, no, don't try to ignore it. Just let it come and go. And I realized that in the let go instruction, what is happening is that we are trying to pull our attention away from thoughts. And this is a big struggle. All the yogis, sadhakas, that's what they're trying to do, isn't it? Through some practice, just take attention away from thought. But the truth is that just because of attention alone, identity is not created. Ego pretense is not put on by attention alone. It also needs your belief. And belief is much simpler to manage. Attention is a naughty monkey. It jumps around. It does exactly what you tell it not to do. If I say don't think of anything, that is what comes up in your attention. That is why so many are struggling mindfulness. We will bring our attention only to our breaths, or keep our attention only with some mantra, something trying to control attention. I have not met one actually that succeeded. So some success can come. You do a lot of hatha yoga, do a lot of japa, sing some bhajan, everything, and maybe 1 hour of just no thought. And again it comes back and you say, oh no, it's back again. So again back to practice. But belief is so much simpler. So Nitya's favorite example, where we say, don't bring your attention to an orange. Very quickly, an orange appears. I say, don't believe you're an orange. It's much simpler. So to not believe that I am that which the thought is speaking to is very easy. Why? Because when we look, we cannot find that one anyway. So no need to ignore the mind. Let everything come. Whatever the mind has to say, let it say. No fighting with the mind. Allow it to come and go. Just don't serve it tea. Simple Zen saying, isn't it? Allow all thoughts to come and go. Just don't serve them tea. And the simplicity of this saying is the end of suffering. Yes, ma'am.
Ask her, I don't know,
Yes.
but it's just coming up. So when I hear you're pointing, don't believe in next thought, or even before when I heard you say, let go, even if I hear ignore the mind, in all of those, it's like I don't even have to not know. Actually, it's going to make sense. It's like alarm bells go off inside beingness, that almost like alert me that.
When you hear the instructions, some alarm bells.
Like, yeah, and even like whether I'm physically satsang and hearing them or just like on my own,
Yeah.
like it's almost like there's not even the need to remove belief because I don't believe. I know they're all
Yes.
untrue. It's just like an alarm bell goes off that like, yeah, like there's belief or identity and then that I'm flowing that way and then like, so it's almost like it doesn't even matter so much what the planning is. That makes
Yes.
Not now because it's more like just something just doesn't word or something.
You must always remember also that even don't believe your next thought is a thought. But this can be the last thought to go. This is a thorn which is removing the other thorns and then it's thrown away. So even the question, who am I, is a thought.
Yeah. Because what I'm noticing is like,
So if you find naturally that no suffering is happening and just not identifying, just being is flowing from here, nothing is being held on to, then we don't need any pointing at all.
yeah, I think that's what I want to like. It seems now that it's just if there's something inside that's identifying or believing, then these alarm bells just go off.
Oh, automatically. So this is what you mean. Yes. This is what I mean by the sensitivity to the false increases. So when something even earlier we were eating it by the dozens, now we take a bite of the false and it starts to want to puke immediately. So this sensitivity gets more and more because you're settling into your being and there's no room for the false. So even then, as this sensitivity is so strong, then you taste the false. Like it can just be a thought, how can he do this to me? How can she do this to me? And immediately it's just discarded because it doesn't taste good. Then you don't need a pointing.
And then there are times, which I just want to surrender this, like when I know that I'm choosing to believe or identify, and maybe it's a lesson or something that's coming up strong, and I choose to go with it, and then like.
Then we say this is because I want to play.
Like, no, but something did, and but I'm seeing that, and that's why I'm surrendering.
And it's okay because take an example.
Okay, so the moderating.
Yeah.
It was the thoughts like I'm stressed, this is so overwhelmed, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm so annoyed with this.
Yeah.
Like, I could see that actually it was just this old energy that used to come up a lot, and there was a seeing that it was being identified with. compare, but it's not true, and I just that's happened.
Actually, the Anandi that first came here looks very little like this Anandi. Because the Anandi that first came here was actually believing all this frantic stuff, and it's just too difficult to manage, and what's happening. There's so much more belief. Now it's like just some past stories, and they're trying to say, "Hey, are you still interested in this too?" Something saying, "Maybe what you got," just like that. What you got? Still the same stuff? No. So it tries to use these things which worked in the past, but now it's a different presence. You can almost see that, although sometimes it attracts and pulls you back in, it's like you said about that sensitivity. It's saying, oh, this is that old tendency. So this inner compass now is operating on its own. And these your just because you have the tools, it's like you have a beautiful toolkit now to deal with the ego. Doesn't mean you have to carry the tools around everywhere you go. It's just that sometimes in that sense of separation, that suffering or some resistance is felt, like some button is getting pushed, you go back to the toolkit and say, okay, let's keep it back. We don't have to live by any philosophy. Life is living itself. We don't have to make this our mantra, don't believe your next thought. Although it's a very beautiful pointing, but it's still just a pointing. So, just like this, when something is getting picked up, it itself is not tasting good now. So it's allowed to just let go. The toolkit is always available for you. It's not going anywhere. Because a lot of times the spiritual instruction or practice itself becomes the primary egoistic thing, egoistic center. Okay. How can I even say something like, I don't believe your next thought? Yes, there comes a point where you don't need it. It's completely fine. I'm not attached to any of my pointings, by the way. As long as you come up with a good reason and say that I don't feel I need this anymore. Just like this, we see that a box of tools is there. The 3 questions are there. Don't believe your next thought. Can you stop being? Are you aware now? Can any appearance touch this awareness? Oh, this is available for you. But we don't have to carry it around like a bag or something.
Father, can I come up again?
Yes.
I somehow have to confirm. I don't know why, but it's I have to follow all this speaking, you know. But what I so the emptiness which is here, I cannot. It's probably the best I can say. Emptiness.
Yeah.
And this emptiness is just this seeing. It's just seeing everything arising. This is emptiness. Yeah, and in this seeing, in the seeing, the instruction, don't believe your next thought, is not needed, because it's just seen, and it's clear that it's not me. It's I am this seeing. I can only be this seeing. And but something is again and again. It's just something here. This empty. There's still something here at times that is is confused about consciousness and awareness, true awareness, true awareness. And
not the phenomenal awareness like we speak, not the phenomenal true.
Not the phenomenal awareness. I'm talking. I mean the real awareness. And so what is here? This emptiness is really just only empty. It's nothing here. It's really nothing here. Nothing. And this is what I am. This is truly what I am. And in this nothingness, there's no experience. There's just nothing. Without nothing.
Yeah. And it is not even experiencing anything, yet it is the knowing that experiencing is happening. So although it is empty of all phenomena, it is just full of itself, which is the knowing itself.
Yes. 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 And there's something here which wants to understand something in this. But there's nothing to understand.
Yes. And why do we say there is nothing to understand? Because this truth can be seen right now. So that which can be seen, then we don't need to understand.
Yes. And this trying to understand something is in the seeing, it's appearing in this seeing. Everything is just seeing. And this is the only true thing I can say. The only, really, nothing else. This is the only true thing. And this seeing, this seeing is just going on, going on, going on, going on. It's just an emptying out itself. When it's seen, it's all. it's gone. It's just, this is so, this is so, this just is poor.
This is what? Poor.
Grace poor. It's just too much grace.
Pouring. Oh, yes.
Yes, and something is just totally terrified about all this stuff.
And consciousness is.
And consciousness is what? Did you say?
Yeah, exactly. Consciousness is terrified.
Consciousness is terrified. It's playing terrifying.
It's playing. Yeah.
Terrifying.
That's an important word.
This is just so great.
Very good.
Thank you. I could stay forever, here with you. It's good. Thank you.
Thank you. So much love. So much love. Aparna says, thank you, Father. Today was the best satsang ever. And there are some here who are saying, what? So much clarity is here. Thank you so much. Please, anything left be burnt in your presence. Okay. Love you so much. I don't have anything. I don't know anything. All is you. There are some satsangs where everything goes click, click, click. Yes? Ellie wants to come? You can come in.
Can I sing?
Yes. Just give me a minute. You just check if there's some questions. Or is it because both are audio? Is it audio? Hello. Hello. Okay, it's better. No, I'm on. Okay, it's better now. So Jogan said, but you need attention, not to believe. Yes. Oh, let's look closely at this because this is very important. A thought comes, it's just an energy form. We once played this game where everyone said, how is my thought appearing to me? And for me, thoughts come left to right like this. For some, they just more heard. For some, it's images. For some, it just flashes like this and comes. But irrespective of how they come, you find that attention is here which can go to it. And if attention was completely an obedient child, then we would not need to bother about belief at all. Because if you were able to withdraw our attention and just keep it in being or in awareness, then no trouble, no ego, no person, nothing. But we find that attention has this habit of gravitating towards thought. And the more we try to control it, the more tricky it seems. Then we find that attention is going to this energy form called thoughts. But just by giving our attention to something, is it enough to cause suffering? Is it enough to be a resistance? Is it enough to create an identity? It is not. You also need to give it belief. And that is why we had this example, which is one of my favorites. And every time there's someone new here, I like to share it. Although all of them have heard it at least 500 times. Which is the ATM example. So the ATM is the anytime misery machine, which is the mind. So if you want misery, there is only one place to get it, which is the mind. Now how can you get misery from this anytime misery machine? First, you put in the ATM card, which is the attention to mind card. So give attention to the mind. So put the card in. But is it enough to card in? Personal identification, which is your belief that this thought belongs to me. It is talking to me. This is your personal identification. This is your belief. It is meaningful for me. It is relevant to me. All thoughts are speaking to this me. So just because attention is going, it is not enough. You need both attention to mind and you need personal identification, which is your belief. And if you punch both of these in, then unlimited amount of misery is available to you. It is just a misery machine. If you want to get depressed right now, believe your next, depending on your temperament, believe your next 10, 20, 30 thoughts. Very easy to get depressed. But you have to do all of this work to become miserable. Now, initially it seems like it's not work, it's just happening on its own. Attention is going, belief is going, misery is here. But as you come to satsang more and more, you will find, yes, attention is going. Belief seems optional initially. And you find that sometimes we give it belief, sometimes we don't. Then as you come more and more into satsang, then you find that belief just stays in my pocket. I'm not punching in my identification. Attention still is going. And then as time goes along, you find attention also is not going. Only rarely it is going to something. Very little attention sometimes is going. So you can hear the murmuring of the mind, but it doesn't seem as loud as it was. And in this way, then the suffering stops. Then that which was a strong rope, the ego identity, then becomes a burnt rope, has no power. The burnt rope example is used just because a little bit of attention still goes to thoughts. and they continue to arise from time to time. In this simple example, we see that to become miserable, we are actually doing all of this effort. And just because it is a habit, it seems like my natural state is this state of suffering. But actually, as more and more satsang happens, inquiry happens, withdrawing of belief happens, you find even attention is not doing so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my favorite example. Okay, Nelly wanted to sing. Very good. Come, my dear.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for satsang. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
You also, my dear. Thank you.
Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, my dear.
Can't hear you.
What here?
Can't hear you.
How about now?
I can't hear anything.
Oh. How about now?
There is a river, come and take me, come and take me to the ocean. There is a river, Come and take me. Come and take me to the ocean. There is a river. Come and take me. Come and take me to the ocean. Open your mind and see. You are free. You are free. Open your heart and feel the love divine. The love divine. You are free. 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 There is a river. Come and take me. Come and take me to the ocean. There is a river. Come and take me. Come and take me to the ocean. Buddhi ji ki jai, Ananta ji ki jai, Ramana ji ki jai, Ganga ji ki jai. Buddhi ji ki jai, Ananta ji ki jai, Ramana ji ki jai, Ganga ji ki jai. We are free. 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 May the Lord of divine grace shower upon you, shower upon you. May the peace of divine grace be within you, be within you. I bow to the feet of my master. I am free. I am free. I bow to the feet of my master. We are free. We are free. One soul, one grace, one bliss, love divine, one soul, one grace, one bliss, love divine.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Now try unmuting me. Yeah.
You're not, doesn't show that you're on mute.
Yeah, but you want to unmute yourself? That one is.
Can you hear me?
Your voice should be on mute because it's recognizing.
Yes, it will. No? Yes.
It might just be.
Yeah, that's fine. Very beautiful, my dear. Very good. Thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Srimati Ji ki Jai. They can say hi to everyone. This room is getting fuller and fuller. Everywhere. Nothing personal. Yes.